Right there. Hold it. On brake. Back up. Hold on, guys. Good. You go that way. Good. Keep going, bud. Get a little speed. Right there. Perfect. Hold the brake. Put in park. Hold the brake. Okay. Want to put it in reverse. We'll go the brake. Maybe stay here. Really? Hold it. Put it in drive. Go ahead and let go of the brake. What'd you change up?
Say again?
Huh?
Say again?
I said, what'd you change up?
We put it, this is a 6 liter now.
Huh?
This is a 6 liter now.
Oh.
We changed trucks. I got a tap shifter too, so I can keep it in 5th and locked up.
Oh, okay. What turbos it got in it?
It's a sled pulling 2.5 charger. It should be 600. It's around there.
Cool.
Quick.
Quick?
It's a VGT.
2,000 RPMs, then it should be fine.
Yeah, we can even go further down if you want.
Yeah, let's do like 1,800 and just hold it.
Okay.
Alright, get up to speed.
Move it around any? Try anything?
Yeah, 2,000, see what it does.
A little more RPM?
Yeah.
Okay.
park and hold the brake.
I got a bad alignment.
What?
I said I got a bad alignment.
Good. Keep putting on the brake on it. Just let it roll.
I'm gonna try it kind of a weird tune.
Okay.
The truck might act kind of funny, but we'll try it.
Hey, you dynoed earlier? Didn't you?
Yeah. Only made 350 and it should have been north of 5, so maybe a tune change, we'll see.
Okay, start working your way up.
What RPM you want?
Well, you gear, you dynoed in.
I'm doing in fourth.
Okay. Come up a little more. Hold it right there. All you. Good. Three 345.
345. Let's try another tune.
All you. Good. Over 400. 413.
Okay. I guess. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for watching today's video. We took both of those trucks down to UCC, and as you saw, we put them on the dyno, and we had one truck that did phenomenal, and we had another truck that, well, it underperformed a little. So we're going to go over some data. I want to show you guys what happened with the OBS truck, and we're going to show you guys what the plan is to fix that problem, and hopefully get it onto another dyno and make hopefully double what it did make. So real quick, the dually, sled pull and dually made 619 and then 616 on the dyno. That is exactly where that truck should be. 205/75, all the supporting modifications, that is exactly where I would have expected it to be. And so very, very happy and pleased with those numbers from the dually. It's incredible what that thing does on the sled pull track, making that kind of horsepower. And yeah, so I was super stoked with that. The OBS, we actually put it on the dyno twice. The first time, we only made about 350 on both runs. And then on the second run, the second time that we took it up on the dyno, we made 2 passes. The first pass, we put it in the hottest tune, and it did horribly, 350 horsepower. But then we put it into the lowest tune, and it actually made, I think, 413 horsepower. So it had jumped up, about 70 horsepower just by going to a lower tune. And I'm going to show you guys why that happens when you go to a lower tune, that the truck makes more horsepower. So we did a data log. Let's flip it around and I'll show you guys. All right, so as you can see, we've got IPR percentage all the way to the left, RPM, pulse width, ICP, boost, fuel pressure, and our EGT. And we are just going to go ahead and scroll down real quick and get to our first run. So we're starting to go through the gears. We did pull the truck in 4th gear, which is a 1-to-1 ratio. So we figured that would probably be the best. And here we are. You can see the EGT is starting to climb. And we're at 1200, 1300 degrees, 1400 degrees. So I scrolled up a little bit just so you guys could see exactly where the run ends. So right here, we've got 64% IPR. We are sitting at a little over 3,000 RPMs. The pulse width is north of 3 milliseconds. ICP is horrible. Boost is horrible. Fuel pressure is great. And our EGT is obviously up there pretty high. So this is why the truck made what it made. So this is in the hottest tune that I have for the truck. 1500 ICP, and the IPR was absolutely maxed out. What that means is that we absolutely ran out of oil pressure. High pressure oil was completely out, and our IPR was trying to make up for that. The PCM is commanding as much percentage out of the IPR as it possibly can, and it still wasn't cutting it because we were only making 1500 PSI, and that is horrible. And what you will notice is that our pulse width, because this is a hottest tune, we are commanding as a bunch of pulse width. 3 milliseconds of pulse width is a lot. Yeah, so not good at all. And this is why we didn't make good horsepower. This is 350 horsepower tune because we can't hold ICP. Now I'm going to go to the second run, and you're going to see this ICP number go up a little bit, and you're going to see our pulse width go down. So let's go ahead and scroll to the next run. Lowest horsepower tune, you can see our IPR has actually reached 75% on this particular run. You can see our ICP was a couple hundred PSI more. It was right there at about 1800 PSI, so about 300 PSI more. You can see our pulse width was quite a bit lower. We were only at about 3, where the other one we were at 3.3. So that's how long your injector is actually open for. And I guess what I'm trying to show here is just the fact that as you can see, boost is still coming up. As you command more pulse width, that is requiring more high pressure oil as that injector is on longer. And when it's commanding more high pressure oil, your IPR is what's controlling that. And so we were maxed out. We wanted more, the truck wanted more high pressure oil. It wasn't getting it. And so it cranked the IPR up as high as it'll go. And ultimately this ended up making more horsepower simply because we were making more ICP because we had less pulse width. It was able to keep up with the oil demands a little bit better simply because we had less pulse width. So this is a tall tale sign that we just do not have enough high pressure oil. Now, I know you got a lot of guys might remember, but we were running B code injectors. B code injectors are oil hungry injectors. It's kind of old school. Injectors from back in the day, they don't really use B codes anymore, simply because of how oil hungry they can be. I got a pretty good deal on them. I sent them out to Unlimited. They went through them, got them flow tested, got them into shape, and they do what they need to do now. And they should be they should, 600 horsepower capable. And what I was hopeful for is that we put a T800 in this truck from Terminator. Joey is a phenomenal guy, and I was really excited to get the T800. He just came out with those late last year. and I was really hoping they would keep up with the 275, 200 B codes. Unfortunately, they did not. So the T800 couldn't do it. However, I have heard that the T800 is supporting the hybrids injectors, which is great news. But for us B codes, we got to go duals. So this will be the solution to our problems. This is a dual high pressure oil pump setup from Terminator. He does not actually make these anymore, and so I had to scoop this up slightly used. These are two brand new 15-degree pumps. Basically, there is a different shaft that's in this front pump that allows you to tie into this secondary pump, and then he has this nice block and this block here with a single IPR. I know a lot of guys probably know about the stacked high pressure pumps, where the top pump is reverse rotation, but we wanted to go with a single IPR design, and Joey was able to find one of his customers that had this thing sitting on the shelf, and yeah, so we have a dual high pressure pump setup. To go with this, we are using the diesel site extender plate that is going to go underneath the reservoir, the high pressure pump reservoir, and that is going to make plumbing a breeze. Basically, this is going to be the feed for our second pump, and then this is going to be where our IPR dumps. So the IPR is going to come, you know, when it relieves oil pressure, it's going to come back through this line and just go back down to the oil pan through that port. The other neat thing that this thing offers is now we will be able to run a screen. Being that this truck is a 96, this does not have the screen, but when you utilize this from Diesel Site, you can now add the screen. So a little bit extra filtration before it gets to our dual pump setup. And yeah, we're pretty stoked. This is pretty exciting. I also got a new set of lines to go with it. That's a brand new IPR valve. We've got the stepper plate coming up as well, so pretty stoked. Now, the dual high pressure oil pump setup should be enough oil for pretty much any injector we want to run. It should be more than enough oil for the B codes, and we should actually be able to create the high pressure oil. We should be seeing north of 3,000 ICP. So to only see 1,800, not great. And so that's going to help not only the IPR, but it's also going to, as that pulse width ramps up to make power, that oil pressure is going to be right behind it and supply us with enough high pressure oil. So you guys will have to stay tuned. We are going to get this dual pump setup installed and hopefully go find another dyno somewhere and get this sucker back up on the dyno and hopefully make double the horsepower. I'd love to see 600. I really realistically think it's probably going to be 550 to 600, but we should be able to make bigger boost numbers as well. So it's going to be an entirely different animal. The dual pumps are really going to wake up this truck like you wouldn't believe. So we're very excited about that. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new, and we will catch you guys in